And start with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, good morning, everybody. And we will get along with our agenda and start with approval of the agenda.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of claims for payment.
Make a motion to approve claims for payment.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. It is 10:05, and at 10:05 we have an F-150. It's the grounds vehicle. I don't know what vehicle. What do we put a title for that? Courthouse vehicle. It's an F-150. It has low miles on it. By doing these bids, he has a vehicle. We have to have a vehicle to him, but he puts low miles on this vehicle, and we should be able to trade for a reasonable amount of money, which could basically, with the government discounts, keep us in a new vehicle at hardly any cost. And I got two bids. If we want to go ahead and open them. You want Jody to open them?
You hold them. You gotta hold it up to your forehead first.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Dale Howard's. This is for trading off his vehicle and trying to read how they wrote all this. I'm reading it, trading it at $600. I don't see where they're giving us for the other one.
To trade talk about.
You want to go ahead and look at that and see what you see? I got a total of 600.
Taxable price 600.
Is that what you see?
Yeah, there again, I don't see where they're allowing for. There it is. Allowance 2012.
33.
33. Yeah,
And
there's
the
your
discount is 14.
right there. There's the total prices.
So that's the total of. So.
On preliminary look, that's how I would look at
Yep.
it, without looking the whole thing over.
That's 600.
Yep.
Next.
600 to trade.
Yeah. Next one's Union Auto.
I think we need to be trading our trucks in here, please.
I'm assuming it's this one is $2,282 for a trade. You want to go through those? See what you see.
You said 2282. Big difference.
Right, but that's not saying that's what I'm seeing is right. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Started with the base truck, so.
I'll make a motion that we accept these bids and that we bring this back next week after we look them over to make sure we're comparing apples to apples here on both
Yep, that's fine.
features. I know that's how they were sent out, but just to double check all the numbers and make a decision at that time. Is that okay? Okay, Jody, as far as you know? Okay. But that's what the preliminary shows to me is $600 for Dale Howard, $2,282 as I read it sitting here
Union Auto.
for Union Auto in this first preliminary look at it.
So I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next, we have an applications for a fireworks permit. This is at the Hubbard Golf Course, I believe. Yeah, golf course is in town and out of town, so if they light them off out of town, we're approving that. If they light them off in town, the city has to.
Firemen will be there.
Make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Auditor's monthly report.
I'll make a motion to accept the auditor's monthly report.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Ineligibility, homestead, and military credits to be disallowed for 2013 and 14.
I will make that motion as printed in the 2 pages that I have in my hand.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I do have some. 2013-14 is the payable year we're in. If we're disallowing a credit, that tax is already out here, and has it been paid or is it unpaid?
It's payable 14-15. In 2013, payable 14-15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I misunderstood. Sorry.
And
My
then,
bad.
and then 2014, payable 15-16.
Yep.
Gotcha.
A good question. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Recorder's monthly report.
Make a motion to approve recorder's monthly report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Change of status sheriff's office. We have 2 people for that.
Make a motion that we have a resignation from Cheryl Cowles. How do you say that? Temporary? This is a resignation.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? She was temporarily part-time. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next we have Randy Cowles.
That is also a resignation, so I will make that motion from the Sheriff's Department.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Randy's been here for a lot of years. I'd like to wish him well
Same here.
and thank him for his
Thank
service.
you for his service.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. We have a change of status in the engineer's office. Robbie Kermaniga.
So Robbie's back.
We'll be back, yes.
And my question was, could be all the above, full-time, part-time, temporary? You're covering all possibilities
He's coming
here?
back for the summer.
Okay, and maybe longer, is that the way I read it? Okay, so,
He did his co-op already.
so then the X is for full-time,
Well, he'll be working full-time hours, but he's
Okay.
a part-time employee,
okay, gotcha.
part-time seasonal, or however you, it's confusing. And Lori just started checking that.
All right.
He will work over the summer.
I'll Make a motion to approve the change of status in the engineer's office for Robbie Krimiga, hired part-time for the summer. There you go.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Must have worked out good last year.
Very well.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permit, secondary roads.
No utility permits.
You have two.
What we
We
do?
got two.
Got two here.
We got 2 utility.
Never mind.
I was a little rushed getting here.
Good thing you have Bruce, huh?
And, you know, yes.
Nice to have good people underneath this.
Yeah. Perfect. Recommend approval.
Your red is clashing with your green shirt. Looks like we have 2 permits here, telephone and both fiber. So I will go ahead and make a recommendation on both those, permit 5-0714A and 14B.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Secondary roads, anything?
You had called me about that driveway, and so we're looking into it closer, and Joe and Bruce were gonna go up. They're gonna have to do some surveying to get some information, so I know that he has people there working, but it is a process now.
Okay.
I can't just look at it and say yes or no. We have to get some information established, so.
I appreciate I called Daryl on 2 incidences up our way. One was a gravel road that I was called on by a person, and I went over there right away and parked my pickup in the problem and took a picture of it and sent it to Daryl. Daryl had people up there just instantly, and the people around there were very grateful of the response. And then what Daryl's talking about is a farmer wants to put in a driveway, and there's a little bit of he's got the equipment there, and there's a little bit of looking at if there's a clear distance visual, but we sent our man up, the farmer complained, and Daryl's up there the next morning taking a look at it. So, I appreciate your promptness on those things. You're not letting people just sit with it. We're right on it. So thanks for that, and it'll come out how it comes out. Yeah.
Another thing, Gary Hilmer called yesterday, and he's with the NRCS.
Okay.
We had talked about that project on the east side of Pine Lake on X Avenue with that bridge. So some representatives from the IDNR and IDOLS, is that Iowa Department of Land Stewardship or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming Wednesday, June 18th at noon to meet at the engineer's office to kind of get going with this project and see who can take the lead on it. And the landowners have been contacted and are interested. I mean, they have some questions, obviously, but it's a pretty good step forward.
You want to sit there as a board?
If you wanted to come that's fine, or if just one of you wanted to come,
Okay.
I don't know how much will be established, but at least it's that initial meeting,
What day was that again?
Wednesday, June 18th at noon.
When you decide, can you let us know if you want one or if you want 3? I mean, I think all 3
It's
of
up
us.
to you guys, really.
Okay.
I don't know that you'd need 3 of you, I mean, you basically know what the project is and what we have to work with, so.
Okay.
It's just a matter of trying to get somebody determined from one of these departments who's gonna take the lead with it. I'm gonna invite a couple individuals from the public. I'd spoke with Jim Johnson about this before, because his experience as a board member previously and working, was he with the NRCS or something at one time, or? Extension. And then Dave Petty, who was an individual who has been on the EPC committee for the state, and he was an individual that was at the the meeting about this from the DNR. So, and then a couple people from Iowa State, I'll send an invitation to also. So,
Sounds good.
and maybe even a couple newspaper people too, if they're interested.
Sounds
good.
I believe they have to buy the pizza though, I think is what.
Thought those are perks.
Yes.
Yes.
I was feeling pretty negative about this whole thing, you know, but now I feel a little bit better.
No, I think it's a good deal.
It's definitely worth looking into, I think, and see what the response is. That's all we can do.
Sometimes it's frustrating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Things move slow.
Just finding out who can move.
Anything else on secondary roads?
That's all I have for right now.
Any other business? Hearing none, I'll ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. We're adjourned.